Today we're checking out TribeXR. It's a virtual reality DJ app, and I say app instead of game because it's more than just fun. We're going to have a chat to Ozan, one of the founders of this software, and talk about how you can learn how to DJ from nothing within this program, as well as an experienced DJ could utilize the virtual decks to fine-tune their skills, have a multiplayer session with friends or strangers around the world, as well as live stream to their fans on Twitch or into a virtual festival. Let's check it out. Okay, so a couple of weeks ago, I let this slip.
So I was a DJ for a couple of years. That was like my job when I was...
What was your name?
DJ Shanders.
Shanders.
That's right, before I was doing tech videos every week, I was a nightclub DJ. And this was my logo. I was a teenager at the time and I thought it was pretty cool. But I found a massive issue in trying to go from a bedroom DJ to a nightclub DJ. And that was accessibility to decks. Not only does TribeXR show you how to use these decks by telling you every part of the mixer or of the decks themselves, but it also allows you access to that 10 grand system for a $30 game fee. It's pretty crazy. So I had a chat with Ozan in virtual reality to see if this is why they made TribeXR.
Getting access to a kit that lets you create music is hard. Getting access to the lessons that teach you how to play the music or play the kit is really hard. And then, getting access to a community where you can connect with other people is also very difficult, especially when it comes to underground music or something like that. So those are the things that we wanted to kind of help, right? We wanted to enable aspiring artists to become performing artists so they can get access to the hardware, they can get access to the lessons and the knowledge, and then get access to the community and start playing.
This is a $600 headset and it's giving you access to 10 grand decks at a $30 fee. And this is where education with virtual reality is becoming super cool. Now, of course, that's not all about learning. You can use these virtual decks for real live performances. There's a few intricacies that you need to work out though. Number one, sensitivity is a little bit hit and miss. I'm not talking about it registering hits, it's perfect with that. But when you're holding a controller and you're trying to move the pitch slider, crossfade, these small jog wheel adjustments when you DJ, it is really hard to hold your arm in mid-air and pull the trigger and move a slight amount. Normally when you're DJing, your arms on the table or your palms on the side of the deck and you've got that extra added control. You're just finessing with your fingers. Now that's something you're probably going to get used to and get better on, but it is a point from the real world experience. Another thing that hinders you in virtual reality is your controllers. You can't actually get close to each other. So what they've done is they made the decks 160% scale. You can actually scale this down. Ozan showed me that the decks can become real world, but your controllers will hit each other when you're trying to mix your EQ or crossfade next to your faders. It becomes a little bit of a nightmare. So I see why they have it at 160%. To solve that issue, I did ask Ozan, have they looked at hand tracking? Because as you saw in my previous video, the Quest has hand tracking. You don't need to use controllers. And Ozan and I both agreed it could be possible to utilize the pinch function for knobs and faders, as well as touch control on platters and play button. So I'm not saying that is coming, and he said that they're not working on it, but it could be an exciting feature for this technology. There's an ability to load your own tracks into the app itself, including your own record box playlist. This makes it really easy to get up and running with your own tunes. However, it comes with a stack of songs, and to be honest, I've only been mixing with them. There's a current fault that we came across in multiplayer. We can't actually hear someone's custom tracks in their room.
We're not able to hear his tracks right now.
You're not?
No, unfortunately we're not, because we don't have copies.
Okay.
So that's the thing. In the new version, we'll be able to hear it.
That's why they all left me.
That's why. Not because your music sucks. It's because they couldn't hear any music.
Speaking of mixing with others or showing others, the live stream capabilities are phenomenal. If you link up to the Rift version on the PC, you can get multiple camera angles, and that's actually how we filmed the B-roll for this video.
When you're live streaming out to like Twitch, you can have the people that are watching actually engage with you by adding visuals into the room and adding visuals onto the back wall, sending you love with emotes, doing chat and having this kind of real-time experience. The other thing that we've seen is where people are are live streaming into a physical space. Like one of our DJs, DJ Illuminati, she's been streaming into an arcade in Seattle called Virtual Sports Arcade, where there's a physical screen of her in VR performing, and it kind of fits with the whole gamer culture and the whole like thing. And that particular stream is restreamed into AltSpace, so people in VR can go in within VR and watch the same stream within AltSpace. So that's one of these kind of expressions of it.
Now, this wouldn't be much of a video if I didn't show you me DJing in TribeXR. So I'm just going to mix one track into the other just to show how easy it is for someone that has DJed before. Okay, let's do a real quick mixing demo. I'm going to hit play on the track over here and bring it up. So this is our left fader. We're cutting out the lows, the mids, and the highs on the EQ. And you can tell it tells us everything when we touch it, which is really cool, so you can learn what its name is and maybe what it actually does. So this is a color effects filter that allows us to do these really cool effects as we turn that knob. And then as we bring in this trap, we can start tapping its cue button. This is how you bring in the song. Now it's slightly out of tune, out of beat. So we want to make sure this is on jog mode. Alright, it's very finicky with the controller, so kind of just gauge how much the platter needs to move to get the right amount, but we have to do it nonetheless. And here we're about to go on this drop. And right as this one's about to start building its own track. So we're going to cut this one's bass as we're doing this drop. We've got some effects we can chuck on. There's a bit of a cool little looper. There we go. We've got a loop running. We're going to start to build this one up. So if you notice that, then I just took that song out. It's on a loop still, but I brought it down the volume, I filtered it out and chucked an echo on that track. And now we're over on a different song. With this song, we can slow it down, we can speed it up, we can then put it into reverse, we can do the same loop, and we can also do the really infamous slow motion. Just want to say a huge thanks to Ozan from TribeXR for meeting me in virtual reality today. He did say that they are in talks with music labels and services to allow better integration of music for you. So this app is getting bigger and better and not going anywhere soon. My name is Cam, and if you're interested in the Quest link, I've got my video coming up here. I make tech videos every week, hoping to inspire you on your next tech purchase. If that sounds good to you, click subscribe down below because I'd love to see you around more often, as well as click like on this video if you enjoyed it. With all that being said, I'll see you next week.